I think we've been okay, and that's as far as I go. I feel like we've got another 25% to give. Three games without conceding a goal is a pretty good achievement. Okay, we've only scored two, but that's also meant two wins. So we've done enough in that aspect. I just feel that with all the quality that we've got, not just on the field and on the bench, I just feel that we've got a lot more to give. Yeah, like you say, everybody was talking about the defense being the weakest part of our squad, and at the moment, it's showing that it's one of the strongest points. But we all know that like people like Harry Kane are going to start producing soon. Obviously, he needs to be given more chances. And that's a worry that we're not creating many chances for him. It's not like the other goalkeepers have been man of the match. And I think it's a good move from Jordan because he did need to sort that out. It was almost like he would go over and beyond what he should be, with his emotions. And it's nice to see that he's able to keep them in check, yet still perform. And you can't fault him for England. He's never let England down. He's always been really good. He's made some good saves in this tournament already. And long may that continue. People said to me, yeah, but what about all the mistakes he's made at Everton and that? And I'm like, well, he's going to make mistakes. I remember he made a mistake in one game in the first 5 minutes that cost a goal. But then after that, I'm thinking, right, this is a good test, and see what he's made of. He ended up making three real world-class saves in the game, and Everton ended up winning. So it just shows you that he can put that mistake behind him and carry on with his game. And that's what I like about him at the moment. He's in control. He's in control of his games, and it looks like he's in control of his emotions as well. Yeah. I was never like Jordan. I was always tried to be as calm as I could. Inside my head, it was a little bit different. It's a bit like the swan and looking under the water. You see its feet, frantically paddling. But in my head, it was like that. But on the outer, I tried to be calm and look confident, and that transmits to your defenders as well. And they see, a calm and collected goalkeeper. It makes them feel better. On the summer as a whole, it was a massive positive. Even though with the loss against Germany on penalties, I remember being on the pitch after Muller had scored the winning penalty. And I went down on my haunches and I was like, oh, no, we're out now. That's it. But then this feeling of like being proud of what we'd done came over me. And then realizing what we'd done for the fans as well. It was something that I think we made England fans love the England team again because they really got behind us, and everybody, even now, like you say, it's 25 years ago. I still can't believe it's that long ago. People come up to me and talk about that, and they say, oh, where they were when I saved the penalty against Scotland and Spain and Gaza scored his goal. And they don't mention too much about the Germans, but, obviously it was there.
You mentioned Germany. I know you're working in association with Booking.com here, and their polls revealed that 80% of England fans would feel just as emotional beating Germany as they would winning the Euros. Does that kind of sum up just how much this match means beyond just a knockout match?
Yeah, totally. Like you said, with Booking.com, they've done the research, and the fans are saying that they would rather win they would be the same emotions as winning the tournament. And since '96, I have beaten the Germans a couple of times, and yeah, I don't know. I think I would rather win the tournament if I'm honest. But you never go against the fans, So I'm sure the fans are right. And what we always seem to do is we always seem to bring up negatives, when we're going into a game against Germany. All right, there is a few, but there's also some positives. Like the 5-1 win in Munich. That's got a class as one hell of a night. And knowing how good that felt after that game, I would want this England squad to get something of that feeling, and I'm sure they will, especially if they go out on Tuesday night and get through. Yeah, totally. They're not as efficient as they normally are. Normally once they start a tournament, they just get better and better, but then they had that little hiccup with Hungary. You would never have thought a Germans team would, once they've equalised, would go straight down the other end and end up being 2-1 down, within minutes. That hardly ever happens. So hopefully there's little chinks in that armour that are worth exploiting.